Hi everyone, Glenn Polson, Tech Savvy for Seniors. I'm glad you dropped in today. We're going to talk about Microsoft Teams, which I think you're going to find quite enjoyable to use as a platform instead of using your typical Messenger or FaceTime, especially if you have a group of large, small, doesn't matter. It's very easy to use Microsoft Teams to have people join your meetings or for you to join a meeting. Doesn't matter if you're a senior, doesn't matter if you're a retiree, or if you just want a really quick brush up lesson on how to use Teams. My daughter, quite funny, called me one day out of the blue saying, Dad, I have an important meeting with a government person and it's on Teams and I've never used Teams before. This is not really a platform that a lot of young people use unless you're in business or unless you're working. So for us seniors, you might find it helpful, especially if you have a group like golf or cards or knitting or baking or church. Doesn't matter what kind of group you have, or if you have a big family and just want to get everybody online at one time. It's a very stable way of doing it. So let's not waste any time and jump right in. Question number one. Do you have to join Teams or have Teams downloaded on your tablet or your desktop? The answer is no. You can go directly to your provider. Doesn't matter if you're using Chrome or Edge or Safari, any of them, and just type in MS Teams. You can also type the long form, Microsoft Teams, if you want to. It will come up with a screen like the one I'm showing you now and ask you if you want to download. Just say no and carry on. And it says join a meeting. Presuming you've already been invited to a meeting and this is why you're here, or you want to just become very familiar with how to set up Teams, just click on join a meeting. Doesn't have to have a meeting at the time and you can become familiar with it. You'll see this in the following photos. So let's have a look around and see what Teams is all about. If you haven't downloaded or decided not to download Teams and you're going to join a meeting, Microsoft is most likely going to ask you to allow them to use your microphone and your camera for your device. And of course, if you say no, then you're not going to get anything out of the meeting. You can join it, you can see what's going on, you can hear what's going on, but you can't contribute. If I were you, I'd say yes, because that way you'll enjoy your experience far more. You've said yes, you can use your microphone, yes, you can use my camera. I've opened up my Microsoft Teams so you can have a look and see exactly which buttons do what and how to control Microsoft Teams. It's very simple, and I think you'll enjoy this. Up at the top here, you'll notice that my face is showing with a green check mark. This simply means that I'm available and I'm online. If I was busy or I'm chatting with you guys now, I don't want to be disturbed, I would click on the picture of my face, click on the available check mark where you see a chevron on the side, and here are my options. I'm busy, I don't want to be disturbed because I'm talking to you guys. I'll be right back because I left my desk or I left my dining room table or wherever I'm sitting. I can appear away. In other words, you don't know if I'm there or not. Or you can actually appear right offline. People think that you're not available. I know this isn't probably that much of a big deal for anybody who's working at home, or if you're just retired. I am semi-retired and not wanting to be bothered a lot or not wanting to use these. You can just leave it set to available. So when you're online and somebody sees you're online, that's all good. What we'll do from here is go over to the left-hand side and start moving our way around. You'll notice I have my daughter's name here with chat, files, photos, and add a tab if I want to. I can also add another person if I want to, just by saying add people and then look up the email or their name or their phone number. If you have them in your contacts, that would be great. And they'll just pop into the conversation and if you want to start one. On the left-hand side is my activity. So if I want to just click on that right now, I don't have a lot of activity that I've been doing because this is fairly new for me to show you. I'm not using my actual business one. You can set up a community, which is awesome because, again, if you've got a club of any kind or an organization of any kind or just even a large family, you can actually set up, add a channel or add a business channel, add a professional channel. It doesn't matter in your case if it's golf or whatever else, just add the community. Here, you can set up your community. You can invite people to it. You can create a new channel and you can create a welcome message. Hey, everybody. glad you joined the golf group, or glad you joined the card group, or glad you joined the knitting club. Doesn't matter what it is. Anyway, that's kind of new and exciting. And up at the top here, you'll notice that there's events, there's invite members, there's join a link, and there's manage your community. That's really cool. If you're going to have an event, you merely click on events and presto, a new page comes up and you can click it, create an event. When you're creating an event, you're going to really, it acts much like your calendar. Add a title, give it a date, a time, locations, etc. That's very cool, and I think you enjoy that if, again, you're using it for groups. If you just want to add friends and have a chat with somebody, then just go to your chat, and you can start a new chat up here at the top by hitting, looks like a notepad, I guess, with a pencil on it. And also, you have a Meet Now. If you're going to actually have a video conversation with your kids or with your friends, and they know you're calling them because you said, hey, I'll give you a video, or we'll do a video chat at 2 o'clock. Then at 2 o'clock, you can simply hit the Meet Now button, and that person's computer will probably start to ring. Anyway, we'll carry on. Then you have a calendar. So this is, again, very, very, very cool. If you're setting up a brand new meeting and you want to invite somebody, 3 o'clock today, we'll hit 3 o'clock. We'll add a title saying Meet Glenn, and then I'll add people to it. Let's, in this case, I only have my daughter added, so let's look her up. We'll put down Lana. There she is. She pops up. I just have to touch on her name, and she's going to be invited for 3 o'clock today. So we said from 3, we said till 3:30. You can change this, obviously. If you're used to doing this, you can do it for all day, which we all know we're not going to talk to our kids all day long, so that's fine. Doesn't repeat, add a location, and then you can type all your details in down here. I can just say, let's meet. And these are all your typical suspects. You can make your letters bold, you can italicize, you can underline. I am looking at my screen while I'm chatting with you at the same time, so pardon me. This is a little new and exciting. From there, we're going to close this because I'm not going to send it, because I'm sure she's busy doing something else right this moment. We'll just discard it. Let's get back to our main page here. Let's go back to chat and go through line by line really quick so that you can take your time later on and just review this again if you want to, on where all of the icons are that you're going to be using for this. At the bottom, pardon me, at the bottom, we're going to type a message. The first line item is formatting, so that's your first radial button on the bottom left. And you can type a message saying, hi, how are you? If you're going to send that, you would use your chevron on the far right-hand side at the bottom, like I'm showing here. And if you want to just record a voice message or a video clip of yourself just to say, hi, how are you doing, Lana, today? And you're using your smiling face to send this along, then that's great. The second radial button at the bottom is attach files. So you'll notice you can attach a cloud file or upload from your device. The third radial button is the same type of button again. It's for file. It looks like a paper clip. It's for files. The fourth one gets a little more interesting because here's where you can have some fun. You've got all of your emojis. You've got your crying, your angry, your oh my goodness. If you hover your mouse over this, you'll notice that it says rock on, or rock for short. And over on this one here, it says angry. You can just pick the one that suits your mood at the time if you want to. And down below, you can use different icons. So you can use hands. You've got a variety of different people you can use. And you've got food products, anything you want to do. Again, it can be a little bit of fun. If you really want to enjoy yourself, find the fifth radial button at the bottom over is for your GIFs. And if you're like me, you like to have a good laugh sometimes, or you want to make a point with somebody, you can just click on GIFs, and you can either wish them a happy birthday, tell them you love them, send them just a funny little GIF reaction to, hi, how are you, and you've got a wiggly tail. You can use that if you want to. You can also, at the top here, search for something. Let's say you want to search for Lucille Ball. There she is. She comes up, and you can pick a lot of her funny things. So if you want to change that to the Lucille Ball GIF, there we go. I forgot all about it. Again, if you forgot a meeting and you wanted to send a friend a quick, gee, I feel silly, I forgot our meeting, you can just, I forgot all about it using Lucille Ball. So this is just one of many different things you can use. And then finally, there's a new radial button at the bottom called Create with Designer. If you click on it, you'll notice that you can actually type a description of a design that you want to use. So they give you some examples and some ideas here. Happy birthday, great job, let's celebrate. You can say anything you want on these. I think that's a really, really great idea. And here you can also add an image if you want to. This is kind of cool. If you want to add an image of yourself, might be interesting. There you go. Here's the different great job you can use that AI has just provided for you. I hope you enjoy that. Finally, if you want to obviously send this, you have to remember to hit the send button or the chevron at the bottom. And if you want to talk to somebody right away, I typically use somebody if they want to have a video chat. Quite often, just out of courtesy, I'll say, hey, do you have time for a chat, a video chat? And if the person's amiable or not busy, then I would just go up to the top, hit video call, and it'll start to connect. I'm going to leave this here because I think if you want to expand your knowledge on Microsoft Teams, you can look at other very long videos that will give you great explanations on it and really become very savvy with it. So for today, Glenn Polson, Tech Savvy for Seniors, this senior signing out. If you've liked what you've seen today, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.